Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on May 3, Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. I'm here every Wednesday morning with rare exceptions. And so you can find me every Wednesday morning, 10:30 Eastern Time, right here on my Facebook business page. And you can find me any other time on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. I'm going to refresh my screen a second so that I can see comments. Let me know when you're here, because I love knowing. Hi, Jamie. I love knowing when you're here. And then, yeah, I just like that. All right, so I can see comments now. So my mouth, hi, Marlene. My mouth is dry already. And Marsha is here, and she already liked and shared. Thank you so much. So I love when you, I love when you share my video. Hopefully it helps spread my video and hopefully spread sunshine. Hopefully I bring sunshine. I try to bring sunshine every week. So, when you share, then, hi, Sandy. I get to see you in a week. No. Yes, a week. When you share, make sure you come back and tell me that you did, because I give away the projects that I make during my live. And so I enter you in a drawing when you let me know that that you shared. Because I can't tell. Sometimes, wow, you all shared already. Thanks so much. I can't tell necessarily who shared because of Facebook, their policies and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so I'm just going to get started. First of all, we have a new catalog. I'm so excited. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to grab it. I have it right here. Here it is. I love it. These are like a bunch of the new colors, which make me happy. Some of them are returning colors. I feel like 3 of these that are shown here are returning colors. And then there's 3 new ones. Anyway, they're just wonderful. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining me. So I'm going to be working with new product today, and I just love it. So, oh, I forgot to make sure my Post-it notes were here. I thought of that at one point. I remembered seeing them. Here they are. Okay. I have my randomizer set up. That's what I call my drawing. What's your new favorite color? Oh my. Well, this is going to sound weird. But I've worked with it a couple times. And I really like Lemon Lolly. It's just a nice, pretty, soft yellow. But, okay, so I have to say this though. But, hi Carrie. But I don't like Lemon Lolly stamped on Lemon Lolly. So the cardstock, I'm just gonna show you. In fact, I'm using it today. Okay, so here's Lemon Lolly. It's just a nice, soft, pretty yellow. But then when you stamp on it with the same color, you barely can see it, and it's sort of like neon or something. So maybe the ink itself is good in another situation, but not stamped on itself. So like yesterday I shared this sample, and this color that I stamped on here is Daffodil Delight. It's not Lemon Lolly. So anyway, but yeah, love this color combination completely. So I had to do this. So this is Bubble Bath. This is Lemon Lolly. And then this is oops, I'm going the wrong way. This is Moody Mauve. The background of this here is Moody Mauve. Those colors, like, that's amazing to me. So Moody Mauve is one of the new in colors. And obviously it changes when you put put like softer or brighter colors with it or whatever. The end colors are more muted, but like they have its place. You just got to find the right, like if you're not such a muted colored person, you just got to find the right thing for it to go with. Anyway, yeah, love this. So the other two colors, Lemon Lolly and Bubble Bath, are core colors. So what that means, if you don't know what core colors are as opposed to in colors, core colors, they're around for however long until Stampin' Up! Does a color refresh. Like they don't, their goal I think was 3 to 5 years or 5 to 8 years, depending on whatever they're doing. I'm not sure. Around 5 years, but I know it was more than that last time. But in colors only stay around for 2 years. So we have 4 full color collections, and then we have 2 half color collections. So there's a total of 50 main colors. And so there's in colors. So there's one set of 5 in colors that they've already been around a year, and they're going to be around another year. Then the ones that came out this time, like Moody Mauve, Pebble Path, Copper Clay, Boho Blue, and there's something else. Oh, Moody Mauve. Did I say that twice? No clue. Anyway, there's 5 of them. So that one starts a 2-year round. So anyway, so Stampin' Up! Works with color trend analysts sort of thing to figure out what's going to be new and wonderful. So those are the differences, and you know how they are. Okay, so now that I've answered that, and I know maybe some of you, a lot of you demonstrators probably have, but Marcia, maybe you haven't. Have you looked in the catalog, and what are you guys' favorite new colors or returning colors? Because there were a few that returned. I'm really, really happy with, hi Dina, with our color collections. I love the look of them all, and I love Blueberry Bushel. Pretty Peacock wasn't a favorite, but I know a lot of people loved that, and I love it. I know Sandy loves it. Excuse me. Another one of my team members love it too. Blueberry Bushel, Pretty Peacock. Oh, Lemon Lime Twist. I loved that. Yeah, I know, Sandy. What was another one that came back? Oh, Berry Burst. I love that one. Yeah, it's just it's a nice array of colors. Makes me happy. Okay, so I'm going to, hi Terry. So you really like Pretty Peacock too. All right. So Terry, I just asked everybody what their favorite new color was because Marcia asked me what mine was. So I want to know what everybody else's is too. Okay, I haven't done my randomizer. I'm going to go do that now. So I most likely won't see comments while I'm doing this, because sometimes they don't pop up on my, about set on my TV, on my phone, just on my computer's where I see them. Okay, so I have it set up, and I started. Have everybody set up in my randomizer. Any of these? Jamie Rose, you're my first winner. Do I have one of you? No, none of you. Okay. Jamie, congratulations. Okay, so these cards were from a couple weeks ago. These were the ones that I did with the Hues of Happiness designer paper. Love that designer paper. Okay, starting again. Dot Alighire. Yay, she's not watching right now. She texted me and said, I can't watch, I'll do it later. Congrats, Dot. So if you ever text me or message me like before a live, I don't answer. I'm too busy trying to get down here. That's just how I roll. Okay, done with the randomizer. So I always have to, and even once I'm done with my live, I have lots of things that I'm still trying to do to get it on my blog and all that kind of stuff. So sorry if I don't respond. All right, so I'm done with that. So new product, I'm so excited. All right, so what I'm using today, I'm actually recreating two more swaps that I made. So this pink one, Bubble Bath, this was a swap that I did. Oh, and I have to show you the inside. I am a naked insides person, much to some of my friends' dismay. But for this particular swap group, I needed to do something inside. So here's what I did inside. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you where I got that little tiny piece of designer paper. So the designer paper in this suite is amazing. Oh, okay, so Cheerful Daisies is what I'm using. So here's the stamp set. Very fun. It is photopolymer. Who shared all the balloons? Loved them. All the balloons. I don't know what you're talking about right now. You'll have to explain that. I don't know what that is. I can't remember a post. I can't remember. I don't know. Showed up on the screen. Oh. Did somebody just comment or do some sort of like a GIF or something like that? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see anything like that. So, sorry. Okay, so here is the stamp set. It is photopolymer. That means it's completely clear if you didn't know. So, clear stamps. When congratulating the winner. Oh, gotcha. The like button. Oh, yeah, when you say congratulations, that's right. Then that I know. I remember that. Okay, so here are the dies. So this is an interesting die. That's kind of different. So there's like outlined ones and bold ones and stems and centers and all that kind of stuff. And then there's also a tag thing, which I'm going to use later. So that one you can't see. Okay, so I can only show you some of the designer paper because I've been using it. All right, so I'll show you one that you obviously have already seen. So here is one side of the designer paper, and here's the other. So this is, I forgot what color this is. Wheat. So I didn't say this one. I said Moody Mauve twice. This is wheat something. I don't know the names yet. Sorry. Anybody know the wheat name? I could look it up, but I'm not gonna. So that is so that's one sheet. Okay, this other sheet. No, I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, I'm gonna show you. So there's this other sheet that's sort of a patchwork thing, and I've used part of the patch. So you literally could make like, how many are there? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. Maybe 10 different cards out of this. Here's 2 more. So I'm missing one of them because the back of one of these, I don't remember what was on the front. The back of one of these was the, was this. So I literally cut up all 4 sheets that I had in my 2 packs and used that. It was like a section like this big, and I cut all the little pieces. So anyway, so these are the fronts of, oops, I upside downed it. I did it again. How did I do that? So these are the fronts. And then this is the back. So this is the Moody Mauve, just in a sort of a brushed design. All right, then there's this. This one is amazing. Oh, here's the brushed one. This is the copper clay. This one is, there's a whole nother section down here that has all these daisies coming down. So this one is really cool. I saw somebody's scrapbook page where they used this for the whole thing. That's pretty amazing. This page sort of reminds me of the one from the Playing in the Rain or Shine designer paper. I just love that whole scene thing. And then copper clay. All right. So here's another one that I've been using. So this is the back. Here's the front. Whole sheet. This one's a lot like it. Just a sec, I gotta find which way's up. Okay. So here is another one. So here's the back. And this is the last one. And here's this back. This back reminds me of, I don't know that we have it anymore. This reminds me of the Pretty Peacock Old Olive ribbon that we used to have. I don't know that that's Old Olive in there. I don't remember. Let me see. I have my pack here. I just pulled out the sheets I needed. Oh, it's garden green in that. Anyway. Yeah, I know, they're so cool. Hi, Debbie. So that's the designer paper, and I'm going to be using some of that on each one of these projects that I'm doing. So I'm going to get started. I have this sort of in the wrong order that I want to do. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put you down. That means I have to do my magic. I have a magic wand here. I need to unbackwards you. By the way, if any of you do lives and you don't have to do whatever craziness that I'm doing, I have an iPhone, so that makes things different than somebody else's phone. But then also, like I don't have, some people have a software that they can flip it. I don't have that. I have pretty simple. Okay, so I'm going to unbackwards you and upside down you, sorry, and then put you down. So it sort of bugs me that like this is all in here, but I feel like you're close enough. So the less I have to mess with it and make you bounce around, the less I'm going to do. All right, so I'm starting with, this is Azure Afternoon. This is one of the core colors. And I cut this differently. Let me see if I have it. I do have it here. I will share it on my, no, that's not it. I will share it on my blog. Somewhere I always print these, well, yeah, I print them, but then I write in them. Sheets that, when I have somebody helping me cut, I have all the dimensions and all the cut lines and whatever for my helper, and I can't find that for this project. Anyway, I wanted to do a Z-fold, but I did it differently, and I had to figure out my where to score it to get it so that it will end up being 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 still. So I don't remember those measurements off the top of my head, and I did them wrong actually when I was getting my swap ready, which was really frustrating because I was last minute, of course. And then I had to trim to get it down and change things, and it was annoying. Anyway, so Azure Afternoon. So I have to say, this wouldn't have been like my first choice of color to use, but this designer paper was something I wanted to use, and I figured out, so this was this. So I'm going to put this on a, well, first of all, I'm just going to put this on the inside. So I have a piece of basic white here, so I'm going to make it so that it will show up against this. And then I'm going to attach my designer paper to a layer of basic white also. Okay, so this is going to go here. And I need dimensionals. Good thing I had them nearby. I did not think ahead for dimensionals. They just happened to be here. So I'm going to put these down. This honestly is a pretty simple card. But it looks so cool when I'm done. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put this pretty much centered here. Okay, and then I have a couple more stamp things to do. So this is copper clay, which I'm assuming that's what this color is. I guess it could be Cajun Craze. I'm not sure. Both of the colors are in this designer paper. But I'm using copper clay, and this is the Stylish Shapes, which are still in the catalog. I'm so happy about that. It's one of my favorite dies that I use all the time, which you probably already know about me. So I'm going to use this stamp says, your friendship means everything. Whenever I stamp first with photopolymer, or any stamp, it really is a good idea. I want to test it on scrap before I put it down. Your friendship means everything. Okay, now I want this to go, thanks for sharing, Dina. I want this to go on my card here. I sort of want it to be, well, I usually have something, I gotta make sure I have it the right side. I usually have something sticking out over, like, you know, when you do the Z fold, you have something that's horizontal on there when you open it. So this is what I'm doing for this portrait version of the Z fold. So you have to make sure that you, well, I sort of want it to not, I want to see white still on this side and still see my friendship thing. Okay, so I still have something sticking over there. All right, and no adhesive showing back here. That's important. All right, and then last stamping, I am going to stamp the inside. I feel like I more often do that with Z-fold cards. So I need to make sure that I'm over far enough in here and that this covers this. So there we go. Wishing you the brightest birthday. Okay, one last thing. Need a little bit of bling. It's not glittery or anything, but it does have some, there's facets on it, so it makes it seem shiny. So these are called adhesive backed solid gems. All of these things, by the way, are in the, so it's called Cheerful Daisies Bundle or Fresh as a Daisy Suite. So the designer paper, the stamp set, and dies, and then these adhesive solid back gems. This is where these came from, too. So there's the Lemon Lolly ones. These are technically boho blue, but it goes well enough with this that I'm okay with that. And then these are copper clay. So I'm just going to take, yeah, I am going to bother. I know, I love the Daisy Suite too. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a little one and put it right there. And there we go. That's my card. I love it. I love tag looking things. So this stylish shape with it works well. Okay, so that was a quick and easy one. Thank you. The blue is a happy color, but I have to say when I first saw it, I didn't think that I would, it wasn't my first color that I wanted to go with. I mean, it looks like the sky on a really beautiful summer day, but I don't know, it just wasn't going to be my first thing until I saw this, and then I was like, got to do that. Okay, so next one is I'm going to, Well, I'm not going to do that yet because I don't want to ruin the lemon lolly look right away. Okay, so I'm going to be using lemon lolly, and I have, this is the tag die shape that is in this bundle. And I'm going to fit, wishing you the brightest birthday. I'm going to fit that on here. I didn't want to do die cutting on the video today. Okay, so this fits on there. Okay, I just realized something that I'm missing from my card. Just a second. Had everything ready, and but then forgot something, so. Okay, now, this one, this is why I chose it. Look how awesome that looks together. I love yellow and gray, oftentimes for, baby cards. But anyway, so I chose to use this side for this. And I am going to use a die on it. So Stitched with Whimsy is still a thing. So if you don't remember these dies, it just does stitching. It does not cut anything. It just stitches on it. So I'm using that on here. There are this one's a little bit smaller than, like, there's one that will do the actual whole outside of the card, but I wanted to do a smaller shape. There's also some squares that I've used. So I'm gonna do this really quickly. I wanted to show it to you first before I did it. So I don't think that this one would fit in the mini boss, so we're using the big machine. And had I turned that a little more, it wouldn't have bounced so hard. That's a tip. So it doesn't bounce so hard, it goes through easier. Lead with the corner of your die rather than the straight edge. Excuse me, that will help you. Sometimes I just forget to do it myself. I tipped it a little bit, but not probably as much as it needed. Okay, so I'm done with this die. So these are the 3 dies that I used today. So this was the stylish shapes on the other card. And then this is on the designer paper. This is on my tag that I'm doing. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to contrast this. That's what I'm doing here. So, okay, I'm using, this was a Michael's thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to be doing embossing. This is white embossing powder. You can get it in basics. I think white, black, vanilla? I don't know. Remember. We have one like this, but I don't like cleaning my trays of embossing folder. I don't want my white getting in my clear. So white just happened to be in that one. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm taking the big bold, see if you can see it. The big bold daisy, and I'm inking it up with Versamark. If you're not familiar with Versamark, it's a pigment ink. That means you can emboss with it. It means it takes longer to dry so that you have time to emboss with it. And it also can be used as a watermark, though I rarely use it like that because I prefer deeper colors. So I'm going to do one here. Another thing that will help you is to make sure that your ink pad is well inked. You don't want to dry Versamark or your embossing isn't going to work very, very well. It's not going to be much to stick to, sorry. And then I'm doing one here. So anytime you use photopolymer stamps, it always wants to stick. So you need to hold on to your cardstock when you pull it up. Okay, so you probably can't see that very well right now, but I could just let it dry and be a watermark, but there's probably too much too much, it's too busy to be able to see it well, but you could do that. I just usually prefer, like, this is pebbled path on pebbled path sort of thing. Okay, now when I don't know how you all do heat embossing, but when I do it, I don't worry about how much I put down on the card. I want to make sure that I have everything covered. And I just use this to collect whatever's left behind. I also didn't worry about using my, oh, that's a better way. I stamped it sort of upside down. Seeing outlines. Seeing outlines? I don't understand what you mean. I stamped it upside down. I feel like this is not as pretty as this is. So, fortunately, I can flip it. Anyway, so I use tons of it and then just collect it all and put it back in the bottle. It looks like you're using a lot, but you barely use any when you're doing this. Okay, so now I'm going to be loud because I have to have the Versamark daisy. Oh, so you could see it. Okay. So I need to heat this up a minute, and I'll try to do it far away from the camera to heat it up. And then I'm going to do it. It's going to be kind of loud because I'll do it so that you can see it melt. I love watching the embossing powder melt. It literally melts and raises and gets shiny. You don't want to go past once it's shiny because then it gets dull. So you don't want to do it too long. So, oh, one more thing. So, because you're not going to really be able to hear me once I turn this on. So, if you look at it right now really closely, you can see the powder on there. So, a way to make sure that you have it all heated and melted is if it looks like powder anywhere, then it probably is. So, heat that spot a little bit more, okay? I know, I rarely do heat embossing. You know me, I'm just a stamp and go kind of person. I don't like pulling out extra stuff. So, but this was needed. I would have tried to do this just with white craft ink if it stood out enough, but it didn't. So, just a sec. I'm going to heat it up and then I will show you. All the powder is gone. Isn't that amazing? I love this white against this pebbled path. Okay, now, because I just want this to lay nice and flat, rather than just using regular adhesive, I'm going to use tear and tape because when you heat it, even if you do what Sandy does, heat it from the back, it still can sort of curl a little bit. The heat just makes it want to curl. I know, I love watching the embossing powder melt. It's just amazing. So it's cool enough. Nothing will come off. So I'm just gonna lay it down. I'm gonna put tear and tape. In fact, I think I might have done more pieces than usual because it's designer paper is even thinner, so it will want to curl more. So I'm gonna put quite a bit on here. I honestly don't remember if I did all of this on my swaps, but I'm doing it on this one. Man, I did 2 swaps in a day, and had to get it to the post office, or wanted to. I probably had an extra day, but I wasn't sure. You like this side? I feel like this side is something that I will use in small amounts. This side isn't, I don't like so much the greens. I saw a really cool card with it. I may have even done a screenshot of it so that I could do it, but anyway, it's just really bright for my preference. Okay, so let's put it on the correct way. So we're going to put this on the black. When I was designing this, I played with, do I like white behind it or black behind it? It's a little bit off, but it'll be okay. Okay, and then this is going on, which side is awesome? The one that I said, it's a bit much for me. Okay, so put this down. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so I decided to go, I wanted to stick with my color palette, and I decided to, well, I wasn't happy with my centers, what I was coming up with, putting yellow. Like, my instinct would be, okay, a white daisy has yellow in the center, so I was trying to do that, and I could not find a look that I liked, and so I'm going rogue, like Nancy said. Thank you. Hi, Jamie. I'm going rogue, and I'm going, this, I talked about this a couple weeks ago, I feel like I'm choosing colors that may not actually be in nature. I have a hard time with that, but look how awesome that looks in there. And I decided to give myself permission also because some of the colors in this designer paper is rogue. Like this, I'm not sure that there's a white daisy with a pinkish center. I don't know. So anyway, so that is Pebbled Path. On Pebbled Path with my white daisy. All right, and then I have my greeting that I'm going to put together. So originally, I guess I always, when I offset things, I tend to offset them where left is high and right is low, like if I'm stamping like this. But I switched it because I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put my tag. So I have a spot right here that I can put it without completely covering up my pretty daisies that I just made. So I need my dimensionals again. I found them again during my live, in the middle of my live. I know, it's so awesome. I'm glad you love it too, Jamie Rose. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. I want a little bit of a border. It seems sort of too compact, but I don't know. It works for me. All right, and then I'm just going with regular old rhinestones, basic rhinestones. So I'm going to put one here, here, here. Here's my card. It's all done. So probably I'm going to have to do some more. I don't know if you remember these designer papers that I showed you. They have more backs that are like this. So you could do this with all these backs. Like if you don't particularly love the front, or you just really love one of those colors. Thank you. I'm glad that you love it. Thank you. I know I love this one too. Like I said, this lemon lolly, I think could be my favorite right now. My favorite new color, but we'll see. I haven't worked with them all yet. Okay, so I'm done stamping. I'm going to bring you back up. So I've done upside down you, put you backwards, and bring you up. Here I am. Okay, so thank you. So, okay, so here's my last one that I did, Lemon Lolly. And Pebbled Path. And then, oops, I about showed you my pink one too. And then here's my Azure Afternoon and Copper Clay. So on my, when I do my editing, I don't actually edit the video itself, but I edit my Facebook post, so all the information is on top. Make sure that you go back, thank you, that you go back and click on the link, or if you're on my email list, then it will be on my blog. There'll be a link to see it. So I'll have the measurements for, so you don't have to do the math for this, this portrait Z-fold card. I'm not sure. So do you think it's Z-fold still since it's portrait, or is there a different letter that would apply? I was trying to think that. Is it an S card instead then? Okay. Let me see. So I think that's all that I have for you. I'm going to give you a quick heads up. I'm just trying to think if there's something. I have not planned my Dazzling Card Club yet. Hopefully I have it open for registration next week. I may even use this bundle. I'm not sure. It's a capital Z. Ah, there you go. Good job, Jamie. Thanks. A capital Z fold. But I don't have my Dazzling Card Club ready for next week. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. I love the daisy set too. And I don't know what I was going to say. Anyway, I need to work on my Dazzling Card Club. Hopefully open registration next week. You can order from the new catalog. Oh, something that I want to mention. I did mention this in my blog. I don't know if you guys saw that. But Stampin' Up! Has, I never watched the video of all the reasons of things, but we have, gotcha. Shipping times are not good right now. There's so much stuff going on. Now we have the new catalog added to it, but pretty much once the discounted retired list or last chance list went live, we've had, our shipping times are between 4 and 12 days. So just keep that in mind. There's lots of orders going in, both originally from the retired, then and pre-orders from demonstrators, and now new catalog. Now we have the full catalog that we can order from. So shipping times are longer, so keep that in mind and just be patient. I know that they're working lots of hours to try to get orders done, and it's shocking to me that our shipping department is so awesome. Even with all of the mega orders that they're processing, I'm sure they're short-staffed too. I think that's part of it too. Can't keep everybody. Oh, fun. Have fun, Jamie. I rarely get any kind of errors in my shipping, in my boxes. I mean, they're packing hundreds of stuff in, even in just my box. So anyway, I appreciate them. I appreciate your patience when we're dealing with that kind of stuff. So just keep that in mind. So thank you. One more heads up. So I will be live the next 2 weeks. I'm trying to figure out my dates. We're into this month, but I'm not quite there yet. So I will be leaving. I'm going on vacation. It's my trip to Maine finally. We scheduled it for last year. It was our replacement incentive trip, and we canceled because of oh, well, our flight got canceled, and then because of weather, and then they couldn't get us to Maine until the end of the second day of a 6-day trip. So we ended up using our flight insurance and we canceled it. And we were gonna do, that's cool. I didn't know that. I don't watch enough of the videos. We were gonna try going in the fall, and the fall was crazy. Like the hotel prices were double or triple, and you had to do a 3-night stay, and we only had so many. It just wasn't. It wasn't. And then it was gonna be busy, and we chose this time specifically because it was right before their rush and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to Maine. We're leaving on the 18th. So that is, so I think we'll be live for 2 more weeks, and then I won't be live the following week because we actually are doing a longer trip this time. So I will tell you when that's not going to happen, but just giving you a heads up. So can't wait. I'm so excited. But that also means we're not going to Norway with everybody else who are going on the incentive trip. That they leave around the same time. I don't remember their date. We just decided that we were so excited for Maine and we didn't get to do it that we wanted to still go here. So anyway, so I'm excited for that. My team is planning a weekend retreat. And if you would like to join us, you need to join my team. I would love to have you there. It's actually going to be around here. It's in Alto. And we're going to hang out and craft and play games and I don't know, whatever else we have going on. It's actually Father's Day weekend. So, yeah, I'm so excited. So excited. So I just wanted to mention that in case you're interested, because by June 1, that's sort of the deadline for people to join us for our weekend retreat. So keep that in mind. Would love to have you. Okay, I think I'm done gabbing. I think I showed everything that I wanted to. So thank you for joining me. And remember to share my video if you haven't already. I know a bunch of you have already. Thank you so much. And you can be entered into my drawing for the 2 cards that I made this week. So I do my drawing next week. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will see you again next Wednesday. Thanks. Bye.